All right, I am live. I believe. How you guys doing? If you're tuning in later and I'm no longer live, to double check if I'm still on here or not, because sometimes that goes wrong. Um, I'll just wait for you guys to get the notifications to come and join me here in the live stream. All right, I think it's working. I'll just wait for the first chats to come in to see if it's working. Is the sound working? Yes. Hi, Robin. Thank you for tuning in. So it's working great. That's the first checking points. We got that down. Thank you, Cobus. Thank you for letting me know. All right, guys. Something happened. Okay, like I see people all over the place. Things that keep happening to them, like people losing their wallets, all kinds of things. Yesterday, I made a mistake. I took the phone that I'm actually recording on to record something outside, and yeah, I don't know why and how it happened, but it ended up on the ground and it cracked the screen right where the camera is at. So now I got a whole flare situation going on in this corner, and I was so mad at myself. Honestly, I was so mad at myself because I was like, I know better. I know better to keep those type of things at home. I never drop things, but for some reason yesterday it was my turn. So now this whole flare is going on. I'm just testing out if everything is still working. I don't know. I just have to go with the flow, I guess. But so that was my night yesterday. Hi, Ravender. How you doing? I'm good. I'm all right. Yeah, there was a moment where you're like, okay, I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. It's just always the moment and the timings. So now I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, do I need to get this screen fixed? And is it gonna be the same? Is it gonna be the same? Because once you change the screen, it just never really gets the same quality as it did when you first started off with. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should get another one, maybe not. I don't know. So it's one of those weeks, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're all a little, agitated. It's like quick to respond. As that Mars and Aries energy. You can see it all around you. But it's just going with the flow, trying not to let things get to you. And I always do the 5-minute rule, okay? That really helped me out to not stress too much. Sometimes we just need to purge energy. So when something happens that really triggers you, give yourself those 5 minutes to just be really moody, be really mad or upset or cry or whatever. Just get it all out there. And then after those 5 minutes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, all zen, and let it go. And then no more talking, no more bitching about it. I'm just saying now, 5-minute rule, and you get it all out, and then you can actually look at the solutions and the options and things like that. Sometimes we need those 5 minutes. Not always. We don't always have to go there, but sometimes we really do need those 5 minutes. And yeah, I had my 5 minutes yesterday. I took it. I claimed it. I embraced it. Let it all out, and now I'm cool. Now I'm just trying to work with it. So it wasn't just that. It was more. Yeah. Wow, that's always really intense, Cobus. It really is. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Dante. Crystal clear. Yeah, just give yourself those 5 minutes. Sometimes you really need it. And it's triggering, Cobus, like to have a fight with the person that you're so close with. Then it's just sometimes the energy, sometimes building up, sometimes it's the opposite. You're both in a different energy, and it just sort of clashes. But just trying to center yourself, just give yourself some time for that, you know, because especially when there's love involved, like that person is really close to you, so it really hits home. So yeah, as long as it builds and makes you stronger, and you learn how to communicate afterwards, it's a good thing. C1. Yeah, yeah. Gotta take that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, C will win. I got a Gemini moon over here that I'm dealing with. Okay? It's on the side. It's heart. Okay. I'm gonna take out a card. Let's see what the energy is. Thank you all. Ooh, we got Gemini energy in here. You do? I have, I don't have. Look at that. We all feel like we're stuck and stagnant. We feel like all the circumstances around us are like keeping us stuck, and like we just have to deal with it. We have to sit and take it. We don't, okay? We do have some options. We do have some control. We all go into overthinking mode because we want an answer. We want it today. We want a solution. We want to fix the problems, but we cannot constantly the whole time. Sometimes we just gotta accept the fact that we have control by allowing things to flow naturally at this moment in time, okay? Like giving it so much of your energy, something that will, you know, cut your attention or something like that. Just don't go in overthinking mode, because it's really easy to be here right now. We can set ourselves free. You know, we should. All right. So many. Nah, you're an Aquarius. You count for 20, okay. Minimum 20. Yeah. All right. One more card for the collective. Look at that. Two of Swords and the Hanged One. This is that energy right now, okay? We have that Two of Swords with the Hanged One. We feel like we're just trying to work with people, work with the things, work with the energy, and we're just, you know, trying to figure it all out. The answers are not within, they are without. Look, need to just pour some patience all up in there, some relaxation, kick back, relax before you go back and try to all figure it all out. That's like literally that energy. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, but that's the thing, Cobus. That's the thing, okay? When you approach things from the logic point of view and you don't give the space for the feelings and the emotions and things like that, you would get in a bigger fight. Because sometimes, and especially with feminine, they do. Sometimes it's not always logical, but sometimes a feeling is a feeling is a feeling. A feeling cannot be wrong, right? Feeling is a feeling is a feeling, and that's okay. It needs to be space for the feelings and the emotions, even if it's not always that logical. All right, thank you, Becca. I'm gonna check it out in a little bit. Thank you, Tina, as well. I prefer PayPal payments, by the way, just letting you know really quickly on the side, but Tina doesn't have PayPal, so Super Chat is allowed. Just saying. PayPal will be better. Page of Pentacles. We'll figure out a solution, figure out some ways to work with it, and to get a, you know, to get a profit, a benefit from these delays. That's what I'm hearing. From the delays. From the delays. Because it's delay on delay on delay. Okay. Well, thank you, Claudia. I'm going to check it. Ah, that's good. Ice cream is always a good idea. It's a good peace offering. Then it's like, oh, ice cream. I like that. It's just that's right now. things can really build up quickly. All right, it's almost like you get you have a slow cooker and you have a quick cooker. It's like it goes from a 0 to 100 real quick, and it's there. It's at the boiling point, and you don't see it. You don't like hardly see it coming. You don't feel it coming, but it's there, and then we have to sort of cope with it. So there needs to be space for the emotions, for the feelings that are arising, even though it's not always logical to go from that 0 to 100, because there's a lot of underlining triggers going on within us, and we all get our portions in different areas. And sometimes for you it's like totally not existing in one area, but it's really much there and existing and living and, you know, boiling for another person. So we got to sort of give each other the space to feel the feels, you know, and of course keep each other grounded. Just also know when things go up and it's like, okay, you know what, let's take a time out, let's take a break, we need that, both of us, let's come back to this thing in an hour. You know, it sounds weird, especially when things are rising up. It's like, okay, no, right now, we both need some time. Let's breathe and come back in an hour. You can also be really honest. You can also just say, like, I understand that this, you know, gives you a lot of feelings and emotions and things like that, but I am having a hard time really understanding it. I want to, so like, give me some time to cope all of this, you know? That's just what I'm feeling, dealing with other people. All right, let me check PayPal. Ooh, strawberry cheesecake. Oh, I love that. I wish I had some. We're talking about food now, guys. What's going on? All right, let me check. This was... It's good. Communication is key. It's really key. All right, I see Leslie. Thank you. And Rebecca. And then I have Claudia as well. All right, let's start with some readings. And of course, I have Tina. Okay, let's start off with Leslie. Your relationship with Asim. All right, your relationship. Are you in the chat right now, Leslie? Because I haven't seen you yet. Hi, Blue Eyes. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that. I never had that, you know, I never had blueberry pancakes. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds really good. Never had it. Kind of, you know, I feel like I'm missing out on something. All right, Leslie, I don't know if you're already back in the chat. Maybe you have a technical thing going on. I want to make sure that you're here, but sometimes it takes some time for things to come in. Okay. I'm just going to go with Becca, and then after it, I'm going to check if Leslie is here. Let me read your question, Becca. Okay. So your question is, will your relationship with your boyfriend, also Pisces, survive after we had a serious talk about the past? Okay, let's see. 2 Pisces. Yeah. You see, this is enlightenment. Seeing things for what they are. Seeing things for what they are, not an illusion. I see that things from the past are like all out on the table. That's what the cards indicate as well, what you said. You know, it's like there's no more hidden in the between the lines. It's like the things are out on the table. Let me see what comes out after that. King of Pentacles and the, let me see. All right. What I feel with this is that there is a lot of energy that needs to be cleared out. Okay, there's like stages and things to this. There's this cycle that you guys are breaking through, and I think that that's very healthy. It's important for you, the both of you, to have your own thing, to feel like you're both in control and have your own life and your own social things and all of that going on outside the relationship. It doesn't need to feel like you're both just, have to constantly be around each other and all of that. That's what I'm feeling. It's the better, the more you're both independent and doing your own thing, the better relationship will flow. That's what I'm feeling. I do think that it's important to explain and communicate very clearly from now moving forward, basically, about what do you want and what you don't want. What do you feel it's overwhelming, and when there's too much going on, to just try and center yourself and center the relationship. Basically, if you let things go on for too long, things go like, spell a little bit out of control, because you got one thing on your mind but you're not saying it, then the other person probably has things on their mind, not saying it, and then it just piles up really quickly. It's important to communicate very clearly, Becca. That's what I'm getting. So what I do see is that there's this need to fall back on self, to fall back on yourself first, to come and center yourself first. That's what I'm feeling. Really having that sense of confidence and wanting to be with one another because you want to be with one another, not because you cannot live without the other person. You cannot see yourself without the other person. You cannot function without the other person. And that's the thing. That's where, if you move towards finding that grounding within yourself, having that confidence within, I don't need the other person, but I love to have that person around me, that's a more healthy state. I feel you coming into alignment with one another in a more healthy way. But it's important to not sweep things under the rug. If something is bothering you, explain it. Why? Because I feel like there's a communication issue when it comes about emotions and feelings and things like that for some reason. Like you kind of both want to just move forward with things. There's a lot of... One sec. Because there's a new chapter I'm feeling, and it has a lot to do with your own individual sense of self. Exactly. So the more you focus on that, the more you focus on building a strong foundation within yourself. Look how beautiful this is. The Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, damn. A new chapter begins, and it's a long-lasting new chapter. So all the old energy is getting removed. There's a lot of fear involved. Fear of communication, or fear of knowing the truth, seeing things for what they truly are. But you're grounding in yourself, and from that you make decisions that really lead you to a happy place, like real good, solid foundation, having, a stable sense of income, a stable relationship, a stable feeling secure within your surroundings, feeling like this will last another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, Energy like that is coming around the relationship, but it needs work, and it needs work on your own individual selves first, after the truth came out. Has potential. Of course, you both have free will. I cannot say that right now, but you have free will, you have potential. I really do see that. But it takes some inner work on an individual level, and then together. Can self-sacrifice. And that's something that's really important. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I felt. But you cannot hold things in because you fear of losing. Because the thing is, if you act out of fear, you act out of fear of losing another person, what happens is that you actually lose them, because it's not this energy comes off it, you know, the devil energy. It's like out of fear you do something sweet, or you talk or you communicate out of fear. It's like, no, you gotta ground yourself. You got you. You don't need that other person, even though there's, you know, you're pregnant and things like that. You still got you. And I think that if you have that sense of groundedness, it makes him feel more secure in your environment as well. So that really goes a long way. You see, there's a new beginning in that. And I see that as a very strong, powerful, in a feminine energy. And that's you. So I also feel with the whole situation, there's just also, and I'm not, you know, meaning it in a wrong way, but the hormones and things like that also really play up, but they're getting triggered by something, I'm feeling. So you might have some issues and things with that. Not that you're overly emotional, but it's like an effect it has on your body, stress. So it enhances your stress hormones, so that just, you know, sends off the pregnancy hormones at the same time. Because you want things to be stable. But in order for things to be stable, you need to be stable within yourself. You have temperance. So healing and things and more peaceful energy is arising for you. You are starting to understand how to find that peace within, regardless of whoever does whatever. And I think that's very powerful, and you need that right now. Yeah. You need to ground within yourself, you know? And you got to forgive yourself as well. Because at one point, you're honest about something, you open up, you know, admit to certain things, and then it's to the person, can you forgive me, can we move on fresh? We cannot keep staying with one another or stay with somebody and let that person keep paying up for the mistake that they have made in the past, because that's not going to work. You need to clear out that energy, because you also need a clean slate for yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. It's just the difference is, do you own up to it, and do you work with that? Do you tune in with yourself? Why did I make that mistake? What was the lesson in it for me? And did I gain that lesson, and now I can move on? Doesn't define you as a person, but don't let somebody define you by one mistake you make. You know? Because if it do, then it's a devil energy. And it's also okay if the other person cannot do that, right? If the other person's like, no, I cannot see you separately from a mistake. But then at least be honest about it, and don't stay around and let me keep paying up for that mistake each and every day. That's not fair either. It's not fair. Of course, it takes time to rebuild trust and things like that, of course. But there's a difference in it. Don't have to take bullshit because of that and that, you know, from the past. Yeah. No, which I get, because things keep showing up right now because of this, you know, the way the planets are aligned, everything just comes back in. And then you can see, okay, how far did you grow? How far did you come since that day or since that time period where you made those mistakes, right? But the thing is, if you're solid, and I do see some solidness in this, it helps you guys come closer together, not drift you apart. But there needs to be certain changes also within yourself and between you and him in the communication, and then you can move forward. And you're both fishes, you're both in the water. So earth people cannot really, you know, if you're both in the water, off together into the ocean, the land, you know, cannot touch you like that, cannot affect you like that. So come back into your own center first. And don't let other people come into that. But to have those opinions not matter to you or not affect you, it's important to first have that talk with yourself. Because if you feel like you can move on from it, then nobody can say anything, because your own opinion about yourself is the most important one. All right? I hope that was helpful for you, and I'm sorry you're dealing with all of this during a pregnancy and things like that. But I do feel that in the end of the day, this period of time is also a very important one, and you can really end certain things and start some fresh, new, clean slates before, you know, this new chapter is starting. You got this, and you come first. You come first. Your baby comes first. Your body, your health, and your peace of mind. So whatever is in your life that gets you away from that inner peace, it got to go. All right, in whatever way, shape, form, it just has to go right now because you are number one. Because you are creating life. Okay, so take good care of you. That's only responsibility you have right now. Because I don't want you to be stressing about things. No. Not right now. All right. All right, let me check PayPal really quickly to make a list. And Bradley, I remember you a couple lives ago, you actually sent me a donation, right? Or wasn't that you? Oh, no, I see it now. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Yes. I also see your donation right now, so I'm just gonna give you some extra reads then. Thank you. All right, I see Ravender. Thank you. And Bradley and Adrina. Okay, so is Leslie already back or not? Is Leslie here or not right now? All right. Let's move on to the next person, which is Tina. So Tina, I'm going to do your reading. You had a question about love. I remember, I think, yeah. Is true love in my future, Pisces sun? Let's see. Let's have a look, Tina. Let's have a look. All right. Sorry. No, Claudia, you didn't. You're after Tina, okay? I'm now doing Tina's reading and then I'm gonna get to yours. So don't worry about it. All right, Tina, are you still here with me? Because I see that there are some technical difficulties going on. Yes, all right, great. All right. I think I already did a reading on love for you once because I feel it's a familiar energy I'm tuning into. I really do see love in your future. I do, and I did it already, I think last time as well. What I feel is that it's going to be a person who really has a lot of passion, has a lot of drive, and is very passionate about things being fair, and things being equal and all of that, for not for just between you and that person, but also for the world and for the things around him, and people need to have enough to eat, and is very passionate about those things. Also has great understanding of emotions and feelings for you, but also for other people and things like that. He really understands that, the emotional body is a part of life. He has a very strong and is very confident with his own feminine side as well. Not in a way that he shows or walks or talks, but it's like, all masculine has feminine within them, and it's very balanced in that. And I think that that's a really healthy coming in. Treating you like a queen, putting you on a pedestal, Tina. I really feel that. And it's like, also knows how to, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. He really knows how to give you that level of confidence, this energy. This person really knows how to give you that level of confidence. And so it's almost like also you have like certain things you do, certain hobbies or things like that, and really believes in your abilities and capability and things like that, and is really going to work with you towards you working, building up in that. It's also, it has to do with being independent and things like that. It really feels great energy boost, great confidence boost and things like that. This person coming into your life is gonna come as a shock. He's there, the person is there, and it's just there. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, it's like all of a sudden, bum, things are not the same anymore. And so prepare for that. Don't feel like, okay, when it's gonna happen and all of that. Just live your life, enjoy yourself and all of that, and it's gonna come in, because it's like knocking on your door. But it's like, okay, now it's time. But it's when you least expect it. Don't sit down waiting, feeling like you're not complete without another person. It's like, no, I'm happy with my life and things like that. I do really feel that it's coming in a moment you least expect it. And that's why you shouldn't sit around waiting, feeling like you're not complete without it. I'm not saying you do that. I'm just saying like that's the energy you stay away from if you want to attract and have this coming in for you. So that's what I'm feeling. All right, Leslie, now I'm getting all your messages. I see it's coming in, so I'm glad you're here. I'm going to do your reading right after Claudia's reading, okay? It's beautiful, Tina, so get excited. It's all good. But like I said, like a pedestal, it's going to treat you like an empress, and I love how that is coming in. But the masculine and feminine really balance, and I love that. Because they're going to help you balance out as well. Could be an air sign, but I'm not sure, because it has a lot of water in a chart. And it could definitely also have a lot of Pisces in a chart. So that would really mix well. All right. Let's move on to Claudia. And then after it, Leslie, I'll do your reading, okay? Let me see. You want a love reading. Okay, let's see. Are you at this moment seeing someone, Claudia? Is there a specific energy you want me to focus on? All right. Yes, Jamie, I saw your payment, so I just put your... I'm going to put your name on the list. Thank you. No. All right. Then let's see. I'm going to clear out the deck. Okay. Let's see what's coming in for Claudia for love. Ooh. The Hierophant. Beautiful. I love this. Claudia love. Claudia love. Yeah. All right. What I'm feeling for you is that your journey right now is an individual journey. It's a very strong part and chapter in your life. All right. It's very important that the time that you spend single is very an important time for you. You know, and so it's going to happen. Another person's going to be added to the party, right, when it's divine timing, because there's so much lessons and growth and things happening on an individual level when you're not in a partnership, and this is very important before that comes in. You're growing, you're evolving, you've learned so much. And I also feel you're coming into a point where you're like, okay, how do I even fit someone in here? You know, you got like your whole life figured out, or like things you're really working on and stuff like that. And it's like almost like you're offensive towards letting someone come close, letting someone come in there. It's like you're quick to respond, like, I don't like that, I don't like this. Oh, this person talks like that. Or it's like, you will find something that's wrong with the person, okay? But it's also because you have this certain vision. I think you're very visionary, Claudia. You're very visionary about how something should look, and that's great with work and things like that. Like you have this vision and you want to come as close as possible in creating something, whether it's food or it's a painting or it's like a job thing or it's like anything creatively or non-creatively. You have this vision and you want to come as close as you have envisioned it. And I love that. But you also have that little bit of like a ritual and the way you go about things, like what you do and what you don't do. And when it comes to dating and love. And I feel like you're walking away more and more from that because you see it's not actually really helping you forward at one point. It did help you forward, you know, to doing certain things in your own ways because you have that really strong, you know, you have that. You just have that really strongly. You just have this energy of I'm doing it my way, you know, and going with that and really following your own guidance in that. And sometimes you get stuck and then you're like reminding yourself like, oh, I got my things together, you know, I'm good by myself. Why would I even go there? But I do really see that at one point when you drop the defenses a little bit, you start to understand and see that it's nice that sometimes you can exchange things with people, you know, whether it's certain conversations, whether it's skills, because you're going to get to attract a person into your life who's like you, but in the opposite way and has different type of knowledge and different type of way of doing it, and things just come together as a whole. And that's just beautiful. And then it doesn't feel like you have to give things up or give in or adjust or things like that, because it just flows naturally with one another because you're so similar. But then in the most, like in the opposite way, like in the most perfect way, are aligned yet so different at the same time. And that's why it works, you know, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. It just works. But it's important for you to approach it from your softer side. Yeah, you will. You will, because you're so opposite. And that's why it works for some reason, because the things that you blink in and that you got all figured out, that other person is not that interested in it. And vice versa. So you do your part, what you do really well, and then you have this other side that other person will add, you know? Yes, and that's where what they say. You see this? Well, let me just put those into... They're asking you to come from this energy and a little bit less from this. It's not a... like when, for example, right? When you do speed dating, when you do dating. I never went speed dating, but I saw it sometimes on TV and things like that. I know the concept. You sit in front, it's like, okay, do you let the other person come sit at your table and it's like, okay, tell me something that interests me? Or is it like, hi, this is me. I'm giving you a part of myself, a part of who I am. You know, my softer side is what I love, is what I like, this is what makes me me. You know, you share something. Or it's like, okay, you know what? I don't like your shoes. I don't like the way your hair sit on the, your hair sit on the side. Why do you cut your hair like that? Why is it this like that? Why do you have this shirt on? Why didn't you iron it? You're not my type. What? I'm just saying now, there's not a way. There is another way. You got Virgo in your chart or what? Or you're Gemini. Yeah, so softer approach. Yeah, oh my god. Same. Same. That's why I read you so well. I got that Virgo moon too. Sits real nice right there in the middle. All right. But we gotta be nice though. Gotta be nice. All right. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you, Clara. I really had a good laugh out of it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. And just make sure that person will let you stay yourself. All right? Don't change. That's just very important. Easy to lose yourself in the people pleasing when somebody's real close to you. All right. Let me see. Up next is Leslie. Leslie, could you just send me a question? I hope it comes in quicker than before. Because for some reason, it's always quite a delay. You did have a question. Your relationship with a sim. All right. Yes, definitely, Cobus. It's like there's always a delay for some reason with someone. But I'm just thinking about just doing the reading anyway. Because I'm getting the delays, but I don't know if Leslie can actually hear me on point, like, in the right timing. Maybe Leslie, if you're listening right now, maybe you can send me a comment underneath this chat. Like just a comment on the video. Maybe that will help. I don't know if that is a good idea, but we can try out, Just gotta go with the flow. So, yeah, okay. So how is everyone doing? How is this energy for you guys? Are you guys sleeping good? Like, I feel so bad because, I'm a quite an interesting sleeper. Always been like that. When I was a kid, I used to walk around the house. I used to sit up in my bed with my eyes open. My poor mom. I used to talk, have conversation with my mom in my sleep. But I talk still. I don't walk anymore. I stay in bed. That's a whole achievement. All right. But I still talk a lot. I laugh a lot and everything. But I have real conversations in my sleep. Really loud as well. Like you have people that talk in their sleep, but they whisper. But I do not whisper. All right. I'm like loud. Okay. So basically, this whole week I've been a pain in the ass for my partner. As he's in the chat right now, I think. So I'm sorry once again. So I don't know, like you guys have been sleeping good or not. because I feel that the whole collective is a little bit restless, you know? Well, that's good. All right. Thank you, Leslie, for sending me a question. Yes, well, yes, Leslie, I am. I know it's coming in delay, so you already, you sent this to me earlier, but I'm gonna jump into your reading in a little bit. That's the thing. I sometimes have to do it as well, Cobus. Like the naps, you just need to. If you're not sleeping on a regular thing or you're not really in your deep sleep, you are sleeping sort of, but you're not really recharging. But the nap thing, once you get to the nap thing, you're like, there's no coming back from siestas. I was in Greece years ago for a couple months. I was working there, and I was that's like a whole siesta thing, and I started doing the siestas over there because the work hours were crazy, and in the daytime we had like some time off, and I used to take the siesta and never really recovered from it, man. I never. I still sleep a lot better, during day. Anyway, let's stop rambling. Let's get to some readings, otherwise I'll be here all night. Yeah, I know. I've been there, Cobus. I feel your pain. Honestly, I do. It is it is very frustrating. But you will get over it. You will. I can feel it coming. There needs to be some change though in your bedroom. Some changes need to be made. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let me see. Let me check out your comment. Let me check. Did it came in? No, I cannot see it, but maybe that's on my end. All right, let's tune in, Leslie. You need the ocean, right? Yesterday, I finally had my first date with the ocean in this whole entire year. Like, it's weird. But the moment the water touched my feet, part of me came back, honestly. The Fool energy, Leslie. Let's tune into your energy. The Fool. I'm hearing I'm walking away, from the troubles and the drama in my life. That's what I'm hearing. The whole Great David, even with the whole arm thing, Oh well, I'm walking away anyway, so might as well. All right, let's see. Okay, so I do really feel that there's a part of you, Leslie, that is shining through, and it's coming through here and there through the cracks because it's covered by something. All right, I don't feel like you can really tap into your intuition right now at this time. There's other factors that are too loud for you to really hear the guidance that you so desperately look for. Basically, is what I'm feeling. What I do see is that it has a lot of potential, and for some reason, big part of your heart kind of wants to give him another shot, another, chance. But there's also this other energy that there's some cracks in the trust. There is some overthinking involved, and you just need to take a break from basically the world almost. You see with the hermit here, close out the laptop, close the phones, just sit in nature, connect with yourself and see where are you right now, and take some time before you make a decision to really reconnect with something. I do see that there's potential for something to really be stable and grow, and both of you grow towards that level. There's potential in that. I just feel that this transformation has been very painful for him to evolve and grow for yourself as well, because I feel like a softer side of yourself has been sacrificed in order for you to deal with this situation. Let me see. I really feel like your soul has constantly be connected to that other person, and so it's really hard for you to listen to your common sense. You know, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Knight of Swords. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. A energy that has been compromised is because he can be really harsh with his words. All right, and I know that he can't really give me any feedback right now because of the fact that it's coming in delay, but I do really feel that the energy of the communication can be really sharp like a knife. And that's something that this is not supposed to be here. This is too. You can't really live, sometimes stand up to that. But I do see in time, there's a lot of potential for growth. There's a lot of potential of like giving yourself that sense of recognition, giving yourself that. And if that other person cannot give you the same respect that you give to yourself, then it's not the right person. But I feel that there is underlining issues. There's this resistance against growth, resistance against transformation. And I feel that that's the reason why it got painful, because you were meant to spend energy separately from one another. And once you really start to accept that, actually things grow closer together again. That's what I'm seeing. I do see there's potential. I do see there's like this soul-to-soul connection. But like I said, it can hurt like hell at the same time. All right? And it's for you to decide if you want to go with the flow and keep your distance until you're both ready to really go, you know, grow in that pace together. Because if one goes quicker than the other, then it doesn't really work. See where he stands and see where you stand and see if that is in alignment with one another. But in order for you to know where you are, you got to sort of tune in and check in with yourself. The communication really needs to change, because it's too much at one go, and then it just all comes out. I keep hearing the word investments, investing, time, energy, love, and that's probably one of the reasons why you keep coming close together. But I do see there's potential. But like I said, don't self-sacrifice that softer part of yourself in order to function in a relationship. And if you don't have to do that, then it's okay. But like I said, there's potential. But it's up to you. You have to listen to your own inner guidance and your soul's guidance in order to really know if that's the right thing for you to do. All right. Okay, let me see. Next is Ravender. You're next. I'm gonna check if you sent me a question in the in the chat. No, in PayPal. Yes. Oh, you already sent me a question. Great. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. Names are really got on joke. Oh, okay now. Let me see. Let me see. It's always hard to tell. But you know, when you know, right? Let me see. Ravenda. Woo. Well, damn, that just flew. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the High Priestess. There's this energy around you of like, it needs to look like this in order for it to be that. You know, that's what I'm feeling. Sometimes it comes in different ways, but I feel approaching things from one way and always like looking at things from a certain point of view is not really helping you in this situation. Your intuition will tell you, all right? Your intuition will tell you way more than because I feel like you do certain things in a certain way and you get a response from it in a certain way or not, and that will tell you the answer. But this one, it doesn't work that way. That's what I'm feeling. The Knight of Cups, the romantically or friendship. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I feel like just really trying to get her own thing together. And that causes a lot of time, energy, and effort. Got a lot of things on the side. I do see just this whole fluffy energy around it. I love it. The Six of Wands with the Hermit. Both of you just sort of communicate, okay? Because I think that there's some potential here, but it stays on a certain level because both of you are overthinkers a little bit, okay? But what I do see is that there's this energy of one sec, I'm tuning in. There's this energy of less is more, right? That's what I'm hearing. Ravender, less is more with this one. Less is more. Just let things go with the flow, with the flow, with the flow. Whatever happens will happen. That's what I'm hearing. Because it's too much to really go and approach things from a stable point of view, you know? And go with the flow. There's a potential, I'm just saying. But I also feel it's important for you to come from a softer point and don't keep things too much to yourself, okay? Because if you closed off too much with what you're feeling and all of that, there's no opening, all right? Just tune in with yourself. See how open you are. Because, of course, you know, you've been through the ringer, basically. And that hasn't left its mark. One more card, please. One more card. One more card to clarify that. One more card. Chariot. I love that. Go for it. Try it. Go for it. Approach it. Approach her. With the Page of Cups. There's potential. There's potential. Take a break from overthinking and just throw some actions out there. You know? Some little things here and there. Going with the flow. Letting see whatever can go and come from that. That's what I'm getting for you, Ravender. Yeah, exactly. I get that. Oh, well, thank you, Cobus. Thank you for tuning in. I love that. Right back at you. Thank you for sharing your positive energy here on the live. I'm glad. I'm glad it was helpful for you, Ravender. I know it's hard, but There's a lot of luck and love in your future, okay? You kind of have to love yourself first. All right. Up next tonight is Bradley. You had a question about your finances, right? All right. Finances and career. Let's tune in. Are you currently looking for a different job? Let's see. I'm going to pick up one other deck. Okay. You've been working for the same one for 15 years. Well, congratulations to you. That is a long ass time to stay with one. And are lucky to have you. All right, beautiful. You already have the Prince of Autumn coming out for you. Look at that seahorse with the coins, okay? I like the coins in a career and finance reading. Okay. You will be giving advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or in every person. All right, and then you have the seahorse. It's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. All right, so what they're saying with this is that you might feel guided to try something outside of what you know. All right, a new endeavor, a new idea, a creative thing, maybe a side business, maybe a hobby or something like that, but something that is created by you and something that you feel guided to create, right, from the soul out. And they say, like, go with the flow, but get in as much information as possible. And when it comes to certain parts of it, follow it precisely and then trust the guidance. All right. Sometimes it's soul guidance. Sometimes it's literally a person telling you, okay, when you start this and you make a business plan, watch this point and that point and that point, and for the rest, you can be creative with it. All right. That's the thing. Then they say make a detailed plan and then take a next step, because you have potential to create something outside of what you know and what you've built up until now. But it's important for you to come from the heart and tune in and be practical in certain ways as well at the same time. You don't have that much problem with being practical though, Bradley, but still it's important to mix the two together, being creative and being practical. All right, future finances, energy, career. We already have 3 cards out. Beautiful. You have the 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. You're going to start over with something new. That's what I'm feeling in the future. Maybe not now, but you're definitely thinking about it and definitely working towards it. There's more out there for you, yes, but it's important also for you to understand that you have the support from your surroundings in order to explore something new, to have a new beginning. Nine of Wands. I feel you have a fear. I feel you have a fear towards a new beginning. You see with the... This is that new beginning, Page of Wands. Yes, you're at the beginning, but you got this idea. Something that is connected to you. Something that you feel guided to make, create out of this one wand. The one wand is you, your life experience. This is something that you just naturally possess. It's certain skills you need, and you already have them in order to make something grow. But I see that you're quite offensive about just only having that one wand, and you're kind of holding on to what you got going on for yourself, or you're holding on to the 9 behind you. Then you have the King of Pentacles. You're used to a certain level of income, a certain stability, a certain, like stableness, groundedness. And then you have the Strength, but it's also based on fear. I feel like you saw things happening this year around you with people that you've worked with for a long time or something like that. And you're like, wow, there should be more out there for me. You know, is there more out there for me? And I feel like the reason why you stayed in a situation for such a long period of time had to do with an ingredient, had to do with a part of yourself, basically, that had to do with fear. It was deep grounded. It wasn't on the surface. It was deeply grounded. But you're overcoming that. And if you're not starting a new endeavor, it's at least not because you're fearful to do it at this time. Okay? Then you have Justice with the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. You're going to go for it. You're going to go for it. I love this energy. I'm going to get clarity, and you're going to get that Emperor energy. You kind of want to know what is out there and how it feels to be a boss of your own time. Passionately. Taking a leader role position in your life. Whether it's starting something on the side, combinate it with both, but somewhere in the middle, it's connected because you feel guided to do this. That's what I'm feeling. So that's what I'm seeing for you. That's what I'm seeing coming in for you, Bradley. It's powerful. Very powerful. Ah, I knew it was something more. You have the Sun and you have the Three of Swords. I feel like your heart has been put on the back burner, what you love to do, what you feel passionate about. And it made room for feeling secure, feeling stable, feeling safe. But now your inner child has this dream or has this thing that's been with you for a long time, and now it wants to just, you know, come out. Shine its light. Yep. And you're being guided too. You have support from above. All right? But like I said, make a very good plan, and then you can just start to take action upon that plan. All right. Has a lot of great potential. You're very good eye for detail. Things like that. So that was helpful for you, Bradley. It looks really positive though. Hi, Dr. Positive. Thank you for tuning in. Not tonight, I'm sorry, but I will definitely do that soon. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. Okay, Andrina, you're up next. So if you could send me your question. You're so welcome, Bradley. Thank you for tuning back in and letting me do this reading for you. All right. I'm Andrina. Are you in the chat? Let's get a message for everybody who's here right now, okay? Let's quickly just take out one. Beautiful, the Emperor once again. Structure and organizations are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. That's the collective energy that's coming in. General reading. All right, I love to do those. Let's see what's coming in for you. Okay. Okay. For some reason I feel this deck for you. Adrena. Adrena's coming in. Ooh, okay. Beautiful. You got true love. True love is coming in. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. All right? It does not necessarily mean a partner, you know. It can only also mean a love for self, a self-love, a self-care, but also things coming to you that you love. It's just a energy that is true. It's authentic. It's really connected to you. And you have manifested this, and you are manifesting this, and it's coming into your, you know, surroundings, basically. It's showing up. It has a lot to do with the heart chakra. One more card from this deck, please. Yes. You have the kangaroo as well. You feel that there's more to life than what you are living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what will make you happy. Either way, you are in control. This is very beautiful. So you are in control, and you're manifesting these things that are coming towards you. They're asking you to take a shot on your own, on yourself. You know, take that leap of faith on yourself, because you're moving away from a situation that isn't good for you. Regardless of what it says, you know, regardless of what the society says is good for you. But if it doesn't make you happy, if it takes your energy, if it just isn't in alignment with you, then at one point you're just gonna have to make the decision to walk away from it. See, 5 of Swords. All right, let's tune in. What else coming in for Adrena? 7 of Pentacles. You might have manifested a lot of time, energy, and effort into something, and that's why the reason why you don't want to walk away from it, because it hasn't shown itself to be fruitful. But it can definitely be fruitful if you allow it to come in its own timing. It doesn't have to be what you thought it was gonna be. Sometimes things show up in a different way. Sometimes a different person gives it back to you. Right? I see you're being very disappointed in the time and energy and effort you put into yourself. I see maybe you have some disappointment in your own spiritual journey. You felt like, I'm trying to manifest things, but it just doesn't work. It just feels like it's so much work to think positively all the time, or things like that, you know? But what I see coming out of all of this is the 7 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You're determined to come into that grounded place within yourself. Regardless. 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. You're not settling for less. You're not settling for less anymore. Your deck is all over the place. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands. Beautiful. Don't settle for less. Don't go after the things that you already know is going to give you a certain end result. Make amends with your past. And the energy and time and effort you put into things are going to give you great happiness. Like, it's just fulfillment and things like that. I really feel that something beautiful is that you have manifested, but you can't see it yet. Can't really see it yet, but you're undoing yourself of things, a way of thinking, a way of staying in situations a little bit too long, and just going on because, you know, it's better to be broke together than broke alone, or something is what I'm hearing. But no, you're making a fresh start, a clean slate, and you're making choices and things that lead you to your happy place and not constantly take you away from it and gives you a little bit of security, because false security isn't real security. It's almost like something that you really wanted as a child. You're finally gonna give it to your inner child. Yeah. Seven of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Soon things will shift and change and turn around for you, and you have many options to choose from. So choose from a place of love and a place of groundedness and a place of confidence in yourself, instead of a place of fear and trying to not get yourself hurt and not feeling disappointed, not reaching for the stars because, you know, you might fall, you might fail. That's not the way to live. And I see you changing and shifting in that energy. It's very strongly, actually. Yeah, you have the Star card as well. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. That's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful, Adrina. I hope that that was helpful for you. Very powerful reading. You're very welcome. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you. All right, last person is on my list, Jamie. Jamie, you're up. Maybe if you can send me a question, because I can't. No, there's no question on PayPal. Hi, Susie. Welcome. And Taina. You can, and the information for that is in the description box, Taina. All right, Jamie. What are we doing tonight? All right, let me check. One sec, guys. I'm sorry. I was doing something. I wanted to shift, put on some vibes, okay? All right. Let me see. Jamie, did you already send me a question? Sorry. Jamie, did you already send me a question? All right. All right, Jamie, I see your question now. Well, that's exciting. Let's see what the energy is for you, or the advice. No fear, that's what they're saying. This card already dropped down. I was like, okay, I'm going to put it right here. So the energy for you, what's really important is to have peace of mind, be grounded within yourself. Don't let fear take the control, basically, in that situation. That's what I'm getting very strongly, because I know there's might be a lot of depending on it, on that situation. But approach it as like going with the flow, knowing and standing in your own power. I do really feel like you're going to overcome and you're going to win something and gain something out of this, but it's important for you to come in rested. So try not to really go over it and over it and over it too much. It's good to be prepared, but it's also good to be open for improvisations, what I'm hearing. Okay, so going with the flow, feeling the vibe, feeling the room, feeling the people. Don't talk too quickly, don't talk too slow. If you want their attention, speak a little bit softer and slower, like this. That's what I'm feeling, because you're gonna kill it, okay? But you gotta come in rested. It's like you're feeling overwhelmed. 7 of Cups. You have many ways to approach this, but you will make yourself proud. You will make people around you proud, okay? Yeah, but that's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. It's good though. It's better. It's safer. Then it's also important to not talk too quickly, okay? If it goes through the phone. So, Page of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Yeah. Approach everything from a lighter energy, because it might try to throw you off your game. I don't understand why I'm feeling that so strongly, but you gotta be open with the flow. Be prepared for anything. Okay, and let the vibe just take you towards certain answers and things like that. Just be yourself. Be very rested and grounded, and not come from a place of fear. Not be afraid to say something and it might come off a certain way. Be you, okay? And stand firmly in that, and you're gonna overcome it. Look at the end result, the 10 of Cups. I mean, you feel good about it, okay? You feel good about it. I'm gonna get one more advice card. What's the other advice card for this energy? What's the other advice card? Page of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Yeah, one more card. Knight of Wands. Don't. One sec. Don't feel like it has to go a certain way in order for it to work. It's like, how did they trying to say that? Because I feel like the 2 of Swords right now. Like, I don't know how to put my words in the right way, because that's what you fear. May is. Approach it from a open energy. Just be open with your energy, and you're gonna rock it. I feel you're gonna rock it, and you might not expect it, but don't have any expectations going into that conversation. Okay, Page of Wands, you got great ideas, got great things, got great skills. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot of great potential for growth. So trust in that. Trust in your own abilities. Trust in your own knowledge and wisdom. Okay, that's just the main message. But you have a lot of ingredients in order for it to just go really good. Okay, Jamie? So good luck with that. I'm pretty sure you're going to rock it. And things are going to play out anyway the way they're meant to. So don't try to push it too much. But make sure you're rested and things like that. That's just really important. Because then you're going to feel a lot better inside that conversation as well. So good luck with that. I'll think about you that day, alright? I'll send you some positive energy. Hi, Chris. Welcome back. Alright, so I think I did all the readings for tonight. Oh, that's the reason why. Well, congratulations, Jamie. I'm so happy for you. All right, so thank you so much for all of you to just tune in, get a reading from me, or just listen, just share some of your positive energy, talk with one another. I really love and appreciate all of you. I'll be back soon. I love doing these live sessions. It just, it's just really nice to come together and, yeah, just have a great day or morning or nighttime, wherever you are. And I'll be back soon, okay? Bye. Bye, guys.